Hey YouTube, thanks for stopping by the channel and thanks for clicking play today. Today I've got an amazing video for you. Probably one of the best ones that I think I've done so far as my favorite content. We have the world first, guys, 2024 C8 E-Ray versus 2024 C8 Z06 on the road, real world road races. We're gonna see which one's faster, right? Again, if you haven't, guys, please like, share, and subscribe before we get into this day. Help us grow this channel. Help us keep bringing you content like this. Nobody else has done this, guys. Nobody's brought you on the road, real world conditions, roll racing of these E-Ray versus the Z06, and we're bringing it to you now, guys. Want to thank C8 Nate for bringing his E-Ray out again. We did some 0 to 60 times with him previously in his E-Ray, and we'll see, man. We're gonna see which one sounds best. Z06 obviously is gonna sound best, guys. Come on, you know that. But also which one's faster. And I'm telling you, people are gonna be surprised at this. I think Nate's car at these speeds that we're actually gonna be running today is gonna be faster, right? The battery doesn't cut out until like 120 miles an hour or something like that. He's gonna get all that battery power, all-wheel drive, instant torque. Honestly, I may pull him at the top end, but I think Nate's car is gonna be faster today. I can't wait to see this. I can't wait to do this, guys. Hang tight, we'll get into this, and follow us today for this world first C8 E-Ray versus C8 Z06. All right, guys, before we go out today, I just wanna make sure you guys know Corvettes of Carlisle is coming up. Please, guys, come see us at Corvettes of Carlisle. We have a booth on the vendor midway where we're going to be showcasing our painted intakes that we're offering now. And we are going to be right beside, or kind of catty corner to, AWE, and right next to Horsepower Obsessed. Nate here with his AWE exhaust and his E-Ray here are going to actually be at the AWE booth there with Justin. We're going to be right behind them. So please come by, guys, hang out, say hello. Say hi, come hang out, come talk to us, come shoot the shit. We love it. We can't wait to see everybody there. We're going to have a good time. All right, YouTube, we are on the move. Getting out headed to Mexico, and we are going to get some footage here, world first. I mean, it's not out there on YouTube where we have the E-Ray versus the Z06. Everybody wants it, everybody asks for it, nobody has it. We're about to give it to you, man. So we are going to be headed out here to Mexico, and I will catch up with you once we get across the border. Hang with us, guys. Man, that E-Ray looks good, doesn't it, guys? Man, that thing looks good. here before we wrap this up. You will notice the advantage the E-Ray has in all of these videos, because in the first several pulls where we were down lower, 20 mile an hour, 30 mile an hour pulls, I think in the first one you can actually hear it. Traction is a problem with this car, right? I ended up, screeching the tires and just getting them back in loose. Pretty much anything under 40 or 50 miles an hour when we were doing the pulls, I broke the rear end loose. Nate did not have that problem. That E-Ray just shoots and scoots. It's gone. And that is the advantage. That is what makes that car so amazing, is that it has all the power, all the time, and traction will never be an issue. You can see it in the video, you can hear it in the video. I'm not making excuses. You can see one when it's a little higher up roll race that we roll together that we do pretty good, but his car still pulls out initially faster, and then I end up reeling him in a little bit there at the end. So if we were to take these pulls, 120 and higher, of course this car would, catch up and then pull and be the faster car up top. But make no mistake about it, that E-Ray's no joke, and you can't argue with all-wheel drive traction, guys. You don't have an answer for that in the Z06 unless you have drag radials on, and that's where you're at. So just wanted to bring that to your attention. We're going to stop over here at the local Mexican racetrack and kind of grab some drinks and kind of do a breakdown of what we had here. But I wanted to bring that to your attention, guys. That's a real thing. And I suffered from traction, issues. That car is still amazingly fast, but hey, it's what it was today. I bet you guys didn't expect that, did you? All right, big dog, what'd you think?
Real fast. I wanted to see.
I told you.
The first little thing that I just reported when I started reporting.
The sound went through the car?
No, so it stops your video from playing as soon as it connects to audio CarPlay, because it thinks I'm gonna play music or some shit.
That is honestly, and I'm not shitting you, that is honestly exactly what I expected. People sleep on these cars. No, you're good. Yeah, man, people sleep on these cars, but these cars are so evenly matched, and they make a big deal about the weight of the battery and the battery, but the whole time we're
coming
racing
from like
today.
a 400-pound guy saying that usually, right?
But also too, right? Like as we're racing, right? Like we didn't get to 120 miles an hour, so I mean, it's not like your battery is not helping you. You're getting all the beans on this.
Did we go?
Don't know. How fast did we go? There's no speed limit in Mexico, but
no, it was close to.
We'll see. Yeah, well.
Close to skydiving.
What I will say,
the speed at which your maximum falling speed is,
your terminal velocity.
That's what I was looking for. He woke me up. It's early in the morning.
Yeah, it is early, but
okay.
but you're getting all the battery power. So basically, you have the same power that I have in my car. You just get it quick. I don't have to, or you don't have to build it like I do all the way up to red line, where yours just boom, you got the power, and that's where it's at. I mean, guys, look at this. Look at this. I mean, how can you not love this? I mean, oh, this shot here of this E-Ray right into my Z06. I mean, these are both gorgeous cars. And I have to say, General Motors, that you killed it with this E-Ray. Now, again, all the stats that people are putting out there on there, yeah, it's the Z06 is faster on a track because it's set up to handle better and blah, 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 blah. On the real world, guys, real world, you are getting as much performance, if not more, out of the E-Ray than the Z06, right? I mean, you guys just saw it, right? This car is no effing joke. This car is fast, and I mean fast. You're saying about how, this car and this car are pretty much basically the same performance-wise. It's just where they put the performance out, right?
Yeah.
Right.
So basically, the E-Ray, I mean, you're going to be able to launch it, whatever RPMs you want to set. It hooks, it goes.
Well, and I think when we did your 06, it was still a little wet on the ground, and it still hooked and went.
Not my best.
No,
but yeah, for those specific weather conditions, I mean, it was muggy, it was wet, it was
right.
Literally wet pavement.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it'll for sure hook and go, and I mean, shoot. So I guess the bit you've got to get a clean launch,
right,
to be able to be head to head with an E-Ray from any 0 to 60 standpoints, because both cars, regardless, get to 0 to 60 and nothingness. I mean, it's such a minimal amount of time differential. And even if you look at the quarter mile stats, what is it, 10.4 versus 10.5 or 10.5, 10.6?
And the mile an hour is like so close.
2 or 3 miles an hour.
Right.
It's over the 100 miles an hour, which I think it's one. Well, they're both
high 120s,
128, 130. I want to say.
Yep.
I think the Z's got it typically 2 to 3 miles an hour faster.
Pretty much it's 2 to 3 miles. Yeah.
So the front end, the E-Ray below 100 miles an hour is going to, I mean, not walk, but it will consistently beat the Z06 on a Z06's best launches. If you don't launch well, then you're going to chalk it up to I couldn't get traction.
Yeah, you're tough.
E-Ray, you do have the ability to be very, very consistent. All-wheel drive means you've got 4 tires and wheels that are constantly planted, trying to push and pull you at the same time. But above 100 miles an hour, the e-motor starts to lose its power, and then that's where, even with some additional torque, all the additional horsepower that the Z's got is going to overcome from 100 to 150, 160, or whatever.
And we saw that when we were like you shut out on me every time, and I would have to walk up as we got a little bit quicker, because your car with that instant torque, that battery power. People don't sleep on that, okay? Because it is fast, and it is all 650 horsepower all at once, and it's a hit, man. And you guys can see it in the video. It sounds great, too, you know what I mean? I love the sound of my car, and there's really nothing that sounds like it right now. But I have to say, though, that, from the first time I rode in your car to now with the AWE, it sounds a lot better. It's got the snap, crackles, pops.
We were right across the street over there at Cabela's, and we start off in your car. We started in your car. And I was just like, oh, that flat plane crank. God, that LT6 is just... Well, do we have to get my car now?
Well, no, but it really boils down to kind of like what you're looking like when you're talking about the Z06. You've got to a point where, you get the flat plane crank, you get the exotic stuff, but the E-Ray is going to give you that daily driver speed, like all that crazy stuff that, you don't get from the Z06 with the launches and the E-battery and the instant torque and the power. They're two different cars that do the same thing, and they're both very, very fast. So guys, don't sleep on the E-Ray, man. And again, I know some of you out there, some of those, as Nate likes to say, some of those keyboard warriors out there are going to be all about this, but I'm telling you,
hedge your bets. So we're putting all those disputes to rest.
We're going to break some hearts today, and we're putting it all to rest today, guys. All right, YouTube, so what a day we had. Good morning this morning. We got out. This is the first on YouTube. Nobody's ever done it. Nobody will be expecting this result, and I was surprised myself. Not really. Actually, I told Nate before we got, I think his E-Ray is going to be quicker because he's getting all the battery power, all-wheel drive. Some of those runs you can hear that I'm having traction issues. I'm actually spinning traction. You can hear that. Nate's car just hooks, launches, and it's gone. And that's it. And again, at the speeds we're racing at right now, we're not top speeding this. We're not on a track. So, we're not getting these cars up to the speed with the battery weight and the battery not giving him any more power. It's like 120, I think. But real world... Okay, guys, real world, stoplight to stoplight, driving around, cruising. Nate's car's faster. The E-Ray is faster than the Z06, okay? Again, maybe if we top these out, we take them to a racetrack, it's a whole different story. But I can't tell you how awesome this E-Ray is. This E-Ray is freaking amazing. GM killed it. I love this car. At first, the concept of it was like, I don't know, man, because maybe it's going to be too heavy, but it's only 300-400 pounds heavier than Z06. And you guys saw there was only one race where I was up in the RPM band quick enough to get past him. Now I did pull at the end on every race there. You'll see as we get higher in the RPMs, like I pull on him, but from the get-go, from the hit, he's gone, man. He's gone every time from the hit. And from a dig, I've got nothing for this car. Absolutely zero, nothing. Even when we slowed down to like 20 miles an hour and I went to go launch we went to kind of launch from 20. I mean, all I did was just blow the wheels off. So, I figured this result was going to be the result today, but I'm happy that we get to bring this to you first. Nobody else has done this, guys. Nobody. Jesse, I love you, man, but nobody's done this yet. We brought you guys the E-Ray versus the Z06, real world, on the road, DBM Racing. Check out C8 Nate. Thanks for hanging out today, guys. If you haven't already, please like, share, and subscribe. Help us grow this channel. Help us keep bringing you insanely good content like this. You guys can't tell me you didn't love this today, and we'll catch you next time.